Welcome, my dear students. Today I will tell you something about the term communication barrier and its type. So before starting with the communication barrier, you should know that what is the barrier. So in our daily life, if there is any cause or any reason that prevent us from the smooth functioning of the work, then this particular cause is known as the communication barrier. For example, if we are talking with someone on the mobile phone and the network drops, then this is a sort of barrier. Just because of this reason, the communication could not be accomplished. So in the similar way, the communication barrier or those barriers which preventing the receiver to receive the message or to understand the message clearly. So now moving forward, the communication barrier can be of any type. It may be emotional. Just because of some emotional reason we are unable to understand the exact meaning or to extract the exact meaning of the sender's message. There may be any stress. The language issue may also work as the communication barrier, and the cultural differences is also work as communication barriers. Means in different cultures there are different types of beliefs through which one person cannot understand the other feelings exactly. So now moving forward, there are types of barriers. There are three types of barriers. So first is the intrapersonal communication barrier, second is interpersonal communication barrier, and the third is environmental based barriers. So these are the three types of barriers. Now moving forward, the first type is intrapersonal communication barrier. So the interpersonal barrier is something that prevent an effort to communicate between two or more people inside. When we are unable to send a message or when we are unable to understand the message just because of any issues within ourselves, then this type of barrier is known as the communication barrier, and this barrier is at the hand of the people and we can overcome this type of barriers. So the interpersonal barriers can be of these types. First of all, wrong assumptions, varied perceptions, differing background, wrong interferences, impressive categories, categorical thinking. Means there are so many causes of the interpersonal barriers as well. So the next topic is interpersonal communication barriers. These barriers are present outside of the individuals, means we cannot any control on these type of barriers and we cannot overcome such kind of barriers. Means this barrier does not exist inside of the sender or the receiver. So this type of barrier cannot be controlled. Now moving forward, there are few points. Just because of this point, interpersonal barriers came into the existence. The first one is the lack of trust, the second one is incompatible language, and the third one is arrogant way of delivering message. Means if you don't have the trust on the sender who is sending the data, then you don't understand the exact meaning of the word that what the sender is saying. Means you cannot understand the message clearly. The next is incompatible language. Means when we are sending our data to someone and the language is not appropriate or the receiver is unknown of that particular language, so the receiver is also unable to understand the language what the sender is saying. Arrogant way of delivering message. If your way of delivering message is not appropriate, then this may also create a confusion at the receiver's end. So now moving forward, the next is environmental based barriers. So the environmental based barriers lies outside of the people, and there are many components of environmental based barriers such as the different culture, some noisy place, some environmental drops, some network issues. So these barriers are considered as the environmental based barriers. So these factors that causing the communication barriers are that. Means what factor work as the communication barrier? First of all, the lack of planning. When we are communicating our message to someone, there should be a perfect planning that what we are going to say. We have the appropriate word, we have the appropriate way of talking, so we don't communicate effectively if we are not planned in the way of communication. The next is lack of trust. When two people are talking to each other, the trust performs a proper function between them. If there is no trust, there is no communication. So if a person sending or saying some data and the receiver don't have any trust on that particular people, he will not rely on the data. Ambiguity means if the message that is sent by the sender has two different meanings, or the receiver are delivering two different types of meaning, two or more than two types of meaning from the message, then this type of message is known as ambiguous message. And when the ambiguous message is sent by the sender, the receiver is unable to clear the data or to understand the data. The next is distortion. Means when a message passing through one or more people, then when the message pass from one to the second people to the third people, and so on, then when transferring the data, there are some more fact and figures are added by the people, or some matters can be hidden by the people, and when the message reaches to the receiver, and the data may be distorted. So when this type of data communication is going on, this is caused as the barrier, and the receiver is unable to understand the data. The next is implied meaning. Means if the message is not clear, the receiver has to draw some meaning from the message, then it may also a complicated case for the receiver in order to understand the message. The next is annoyance. So as I told you earlier, when we are talking at somewhere place that is a noisy place, and sender is sending the data and receiver is unable to hear the data, so if there is some kind of noisy atmosphere is this, so this is also work as the barrier. And the next is time and date. Means when sender sends the data should reaches at the receiver's end in time. If the time has passes, then what happened, then that particular message has no meaning. The first point is never go unprepared. Means when you are going to communicate any particular message, there should be a perfect planning. Give a required time. Sometimes what happens when we send the data, the receiver takes some time to understand it, so the appropriate time should be given by the sender to the receiver in order to perfect understanding of the message. Next, avoid false assumptions. Sometimes what we do, we assume something, we just don't just see the message or just think about it, so we sometimes we work on the false assumptions. So the false assumptions also work as a barrier in the case of communication, so just avoid it. Don't be overconfident. Means sometimes when we are delivering the lecture, we can be overconfident that the way of message the sending is very easy, and the next can easily understand the data. So just don't go through such kind of overconfidence. Just be humble to the receiver also, and don't be egocentric. Means you should be humble and courteous to the receiver. So these are the few measures that you can take in order to overcome communication barriers. So the next section is writing skills. So when we were talking about the communication, there are verbal communication as well as non-verbal communication. The verbal communication involves the both vocal communication and the written communication. So when we are writing anything, so it required some writing skills also. So what type of writing skills are required, you may see here. So the important aspects of the writing skills are that, first of all, the correct grammar should be used. Otherwise what will happen, the present tense becomes the past tense and the past tense becomes the present tense. Selection of the right words. Means when you are communicating with someone, according to relation with your receiver, you may select the right word. Forming easy sentence structure. Means when you are writing any particular data to someone, the sentence framing should be small and in very simple like structure, so it becomes easy in order to understand by the receiver. Solid structure means the data should be concrete, means to the point data should be written. There should be no any vague sentences, or there is no any reason to beautify your language in order to sending any official or any formal matter. The message should be crystal clear. Means if you are sending the data, there should be only one meaning can be drawn from the data. Means the message should not be ambiguous, it should be crystal clear. In the simple way, the consistency should be there and the selection of right medium should be there. Means if you are sending some sensitive data, then the telephonic call is required, sending Gmail via sending message while you are sending the written message. So this you will have to select the right medium while sending the data. So this is all about communication barrier. So there are many barriers in the communication, and you can overcome some barriers, and some barriers can also be avoided. So thank you for this session.